Hey, what is going on YouTube? This is Robert, and today I'm bringing you to this week's drop list. It's not really a drop list, but it's more so something that we need to run through and talk about because there are obviously specifics that are going to be coming out this week. As per norm with week twos for the last, three, four, 5 seasons, it's very much so either Nike, or a special drop. Which then isn't really classified as week two, it's just like an intermittent thing that's placed in there, usually going to a good cause. This week, however, we are going back to the Nike drop, and it's going to be the Dunks with all of their magical colorways and variations. But there's a twist. With Supreme, there's always a twist. The twist is going to be the fact that colorways are going to be region exclusive. I know how much everyone loves that. So yeah, unfortunately, if you were aiming for a specific colorway, you're just going to have to pin your hopes on the fact that Supreme are giving your region that colorway. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay a premium to get it shipped over and all of the other stuff. So yeah, so let's just jump straight into this anyway. I will be honest, compared to the prior releases, I guess, for Dunks and different pieces that they have dropped over the course of the last couple of years, they aren't exactly my favourite. I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to be like, oh my god, I'm not. They're Dunks, which is very cool, but I think it's the amount of colourways that's a little bit overwhelming. And I don't really see it with some of the things that a lot of people are like losing their mind over, but maybe it's me. So let's run through this. Supreme has worked with Nike SB on new versions of the Dunk Low, which we've known about for so long now, because they were meant to drop last season, but anyway. Or was it the season before? They've meant to drop for quite a while, basically. We've seen the pictures, we've seen videos, like people have got them in hand for so long. So anyway, all Dunk Lows feature a rubber outsole, zoom air unit in heel, padded mesh tongue with metallic woven logo label, co-branded footbed, embossed logo at midsole, and metallic embroidered graphics at side and heel. And that is all of them, it's not specifics. So now let's run through the specifics, which is the fact that the white colorway features a leather upper and 3M reflective swoosh. The black colorway features nubuck upper and swoosh, and the blue, purple and green colorways feature a suede upper and swoosh. So that's the difference. Now let's get into the annoying, aspect of it. Made exclusively for Supreme, the white and black colorways will be available worldwide. However, the blue colorway will be available exclusively in North America, the purple colorway will be available exclusively in Europe and the UK, and the green colorway will be available exclusively in Asia. Available on the 4th and in Asia on the 6th. So, how do people feel about that? I think I've seen hit and miss. I've seen people very happy in America that they're going to be getting the blue, but I've also seen them then say that they really wanted the purple or the green. Europe, I don't think we care because we take what we can get in the end in our region for the drops. We just go with it. So we can run through the obvious photos. White and black colorway, it's cool they're going to be available. Basically, what will happen is I think that the sizes that are most sought after in black and white will be gone because of the fact that people won't have been able to get what they wanted in the colorway that they actually wanted. So I just feel that's how it's going to go. Personally, I thought that the black colorway were quite clean because it's just simple, easy, red accent, close to not the pandas, but reminiscent like the pigeons, you know what I mean? But yeah, just hasn't gone that way. I 100% feel like I've seen a colorway like this before for the blue. For most of them there could be an argument for the fact that we've seen colorways, across the board. But yeah, anyway, so here is the purple colorway for Europe and the UK. Yeah. I get it. I do get it at the end of the day. I do. I understand it. Reminds me of the bear dunks. Definitely. 100%. Yeah. Like almost colorways like 3 bears. Maybe it's me. I'm just seeing things. But yeah, that's just how I feel. But that is going to be the Asia colorway, obviously, at the end of the day. It's just simple in the end. I've definitely seen this. Whether I've seen this on a different Supreme article of clothing, or whether I've seen this in a dunk or something already. I've definitely seen a like colour very reminiscent of this. Purple's very difficult because they don't really do that very often, but the other two, you know, not so much. Then we've got the white colourway, just simple, reflective obviously, which is there, and then we've got the black colourway. I don't really see a problem with them. I mean, there they are, obviously. So yeah, I mean, obviously I'll give it a shot at the end of the day. I'll probably get a pair and then see them and be like, you know, they're nice, and then be like, I don't really want them after the fact. I don't know. I feel like there will definitely be a market and a demographic for those who want them in other countries. If you want the Asia or the North America or the Europe pair in another country, that's where the demographic comes in and the market comes in, because shipping to another country is just very aggravating in the end. It really is. But yeah, that is what we are going to be getting this week. Definitely different, definitely going to be a difficult drop to ascertain, I think, as to how it's going to go down. I didn't notice the Supreme that's there on the sole as well. Is that on every pair? It is. Yeah, I didn't notice that. Probably stated it, I probably read what it said, it just didn't sink in the end. But yeah, I'm interested to see how people react, how people feel, what they're going to want from it, because I've seen so much for the purple, it's kind of ridiculous at this point. Like, comments upon comments, whether it's Reddit, Discord, Facebook, Twitter heavily they want the purple. They're like, oh no, I'm happy that we've got the blue, but they really want the purple in the end. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's hard to judge how things are going to go and how quick things are going to go, just purely because of the fact of the amount of colorways. Yes, you take into the fact that, like, or into consideration the aspect that you can just like cover up. I mean, I can't put my hands over and cover up, but you can cover up 2 colorways for each region, sort of thing, and in the end you're only going to get 3, and realistically people are going to be aiming for that like exclusive colorway. So that is something to think about and consider when it does come to how things are going to sell, how they're going to go. I think the best thing to look at when it comes to this is prior releases of the same caliber, but at the same time I think that's not the greatest judgment, purely because of the fact that, I don't know, we'll just have to see how it goes realistically. I mean, I feel like I'm going to get frustrated with captures because of the fact that it's like, it's a drop of that level, so you are going to be like click 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 click, but I don't know, it's really difficult. As per normal though, let me know down below your thoughts, opinions, what you're going to be going for, what you like, what you dislike, whether or not you might be going to a different region just so that you can pick up a pair without having to deal with all the hassle, I don't know. Or whether you've already got a pair early, because I've seen so many videos, photos, posts, where you're almost like, what's the point in the end of even having a drop when people have already had them for like several months or several weeks and such, and they're already out with them, out and about, and it's like, okay, cool. It's always worth a shot at the end of the day, but yeah, especially because it's only going to be the shoes. I think that really condenses it down as well, makes it more difficult when going for a drop, because everyone's like eyes are like zoned in. But anyway, let me know, like I said, your thoughts and opinions, what you're going to be going for, and that's going to cover it from me. So thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to, click a previous video. Other than that, I do hope that you have a good rest of your day, and I hope that your packages have arrived or are beginning to arrive with Supreme. And yeah, that's all I can say, so I'll see you all next time. Peace.